Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, here we go.
Keep driven.
They'll run on first down. Polk. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, we got 3 down. Mike's 43.
2nd and 2. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Okay, ready?
58 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges,
On first down, Polk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the ready.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rock it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now.
They run it with Polk. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, orbit.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. 43 is the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
80 weapons. Ready.
This is Polk. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crowder. And he finds Parker here, complete. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Come get some.
Throwing on first down, Crowder. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open.
On the set.
Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Hey, 4 down.
On second down, Polk, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill, kill, kill.
6-6, pull it high.
Check, 43. Hey, me and you all game. All game. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Crowder. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Paul Richardson. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Mark 52, Mark 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
You better bring it. Let me know right now.
They run Smallwood. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Good job, good job.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They toss to Ingram. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. First carry now for Gus Edwards. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You're the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the run.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mark Ingram. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd down now, Polk. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
March 43. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready to break. X3. 218. Chopper. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Polk. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Wide, get wide. Leo. Now.
To throw on second down. Crowder, he's going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Smallwood. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Jackson now able to find Isabella. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
52. Coming this way. Here we go.
First down, a run with Smallwood. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rolling to his right, and that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2 times, 2 times. You got 3 down, 3 down. Hatch it. Slam.
Ready.
To throw again. Crowder. Complete. Richardson has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Got it.
43. Mike's 43. I don't think you got it, son. Check 43. Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw. Crowder. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Jackson now down around his goal line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Set, ready. 90, Wolf. Hey, Wahoo.
First throw now for the backup, Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You draw quarter.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their
touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Topper! You're out!
Now pull. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crowder. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That's trash. That's trash.
Get it.
On first down, Polk. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
That's it. That's it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Let's go, D.
Lead Griffin.
Back to throw. Crowder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ready, set.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Bang, bang.
Now.
Looking to throw. Crowder, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
43 is the mark. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Go.
From the gun, Crowder. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Bortles now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Go! 60-yard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49.
Switch gears.
Greystone travel.
They run once more with Edwards. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the draw is Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, they run it with Pohl. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Sam on.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
the ready.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough third and 18.
Yeah.
Go.
Check.
Hey, Alpha.
24, watch 24. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Now.
Off the play fake. Crowder. This complete to the tight end, Clay. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Touchdown, Cardinals! The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a play fake here on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Look at me. Zipper.
Ringo. 43's the mic, boy. 43.
Bravo.
Check. 43. Hey. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Leo.
Watch the play.
Fair. Ready?
Back to throw. Crowder. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
43 is the mic. Watch the run. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Check.
Looking to throw. Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Bortles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now